ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. UMass will kick off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Brings it down on the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. To the air, it's Verrier. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's right on target. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Minutemen! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll pull it on the read. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Illinois lining up quickly. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of...
Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Makes the grab over the middle. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UMass! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Illinois right back to the line. Rides to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third and long coming up here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. UMass lines up with a first and goal. snaps it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Illinois lining up quickly. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Caught in the backfield. It's Newsome. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Knocked off his feet.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
It's caught. At the 20, he's got space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect. And
it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Ball State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Feeling some heat. Quarterback moving. Out of the backfield, he's open.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking to throw it again. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Minutemen. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score UMass 21, Illinois 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Verrier. Finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Illinois. What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Touchdown, UMass! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where you're answering.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. UMass will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch called for and made. The Illinois offense returns to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going with the counter play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois right back to the line.
Second down.
Might as well stick with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that.
Going to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Minutemen! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw it on first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Back to throw. It's Verrier. Works the middle of the field.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UMass offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to take off. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense tried to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Keeps looking downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He wants it all. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback on the keeper. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Illinois lining up quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember that.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown Illini! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we... down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Buys a little extra time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. That score will give them a little more room to operate celebrate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They'll go to the air.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Illinois, 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Line gets set. First down. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to throw. It's Verrier. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on first down from the 30. The aerial assault continues. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Newsome. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
First down, Illinois.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's looking for a man on second down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Minutemen! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He tries to take the top off. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So UMass offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Trying to get to him. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our part.
The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game from the OC? Let's call that one again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pryor. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The UMass offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback gets him in stride, that little equation, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Let's go! On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He finds his man. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the...
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.